It is a scientific fact that many parents with autistic children undergo clinical amounts of stress. It is estimated that 4 out of every 5 marriages of parents with autistic children will end in divorce. In the curious incident of the dog in the nighttime, Christopher's mother could not seem to handle his behavioral problems. This is evident in her letter to Christopher about the argument she had with his father. She writes, "He told me I was being stupid and said I should pull myself together. We had a lot of arguments like that because I often thought I couldn't take it anymore." Christopher's father sometimes acted out of control. It is possible that stress from Christopher's disability and the separation from his wife caused his irrational behavior, like telling Christopher his mother was dead, hitting Christopher, and killing Wellington with a garden fork. It is said that stress can cause the body to enter flight or fight mode, much like the body reacts in a dangerous situation. I spent hours watching parents' public YouTube videos and asked some parents on an autism forum about living with a child with this disability. Some things I found were almost scary. I had to stop watching one YouTube video because the tantrum the child was experiencing was too much for me to handle. Here are some quotes that I found from parents. When they're sitting there, staring, are they happy or sad? You can never know. Never say you will do something if you're not going to. My son will always remember things I said I was going to do. He is getting kicked out of places less and less. But how do you deal with your emotions and feelings when your child can't control himself and you get constantly embarrassed? I also read an article about what some parents go through when they first get the diagnosis. It says the following things may happen. Guilt. Parents wonder if they could have done anything to cause or prevent their child's autism. Blame. One parent may want to blame the other's genetics. Anger. Some parents give their anger towards their doctor or their spouse. Isolation. A parent may isolate themselves from family because they do not want to compare their child to others or because they are afraid of how their child will act in public. And finally, depression. Some parents of children with autism have even been given antidepressants. My research was looking pretty bleak until I saw many positive quotes and videos about living with children with autism. He is a warm and loving kid that doesn't have expectations or things that he needs you to do or be in order for him to love you. I wish I was like that. We have learned to accept people and appreciate them for who they are. Autism has opened our minds and hearts in ways that we could not have imagined. Our child gives us joy that words can never fully express. In the novel, we see that Christopher's father makes some major mistakes, but by the end, we can tell he misses him and wants him to come back home. His father says, "You have to learn to trust me, and I don't care how long it takes. If it's a minute one day, and 2 minutes the next, and 3 minutes the next, and it takes years, I don't care. Because this is important. This is more important than anything else." There is no evidence in the book to suggest that Christopher's parents received any kind of intervention except for at the school level. There are many organizations, support groups, online forums, and other resources whose goals are to help parents with children with autism.